And welcome back to the Legacy of Gaming Oblivion Part 3. Probably should have mentioned what this series is about before. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to an older game in a well-established series, play it, talk about what we like about this one versus the newest iteration, what should have stayed the same, what it should have changed, what they should have changed that they didn't, all the stuff like that, so...
Basically a comparison of the modern games to the older games, and as well as not only the well-established series, but if there are any particular games that are just very good, we may go back and play those and just compare them to modern games in the same genre as well.
Yeah, because honestly, there are just certain games that make gaming what it is today. And I think Oblivion is a perfect example of that.
It set the bar for RPGs, basically, in my opinion. Or at least it should have, I think.
Yeah. Alright, so one thing I'd like to point out about Oblivion that I'm glad that they did change is the spell system.
Definitely. Me and you both played a mage at the beginning, which, granted, that's hard to crack it, certainly. But
yeah. Once you reach over level 30 in Skyrim, it just becomes impossible.
As a mage, until you hit, either until you hit an incredibly high level, or, well, yeah, that's pretty much it until you hit 60 or something, assuming you make it that high, and put enough of the right perks in to match your gameplay style. It's a bit restricting playing as a mage in Skyrim. Well, say restricting. Another thing about this game I'm glad they changed in Skyrim is that no classes.
Well, I don't know. I really like the class system in this game. They did a great job with it. And I wish they incorporated some of that into it besides just the races. For this game, it feels that you choose the direction you want to go, but it allows you to be completely free as well.
I can agree with that. I do enjoy the class system in this game. It's among the better ones. But, well, when I say among the better ones, I mean, I really like it. But, and the fact that you can make your own is also really good. But, it's just that you feel, well, I felt a little bit more restricted to the classes in this game, because that was the only way to level up.
Pretty much, yeah, you had to focus on your major skills. Like, I leveled up my acrobatics a million times, and I never leveled up doing that.
But in Skyrim, because of the way the leveling system works, there are roughly 20 skills, I think?
I don't know.
Somewhere around
Guarantee we're gonna get that fact wrong.
There's, I think, I want to say 32, but I think that's too high. But for anybody that's played Skyrim, it's been out a year now. If you haven't played it, what's wrong with you? They know that the way you level up is by leveling up any and every skill to a certain extent, and then that contributes to your overall level.
Yeah, this game you have major and minor skills, which I don't think I have right now. Yeah, I just have skills.
I've just realized this is actually this series is just going to be a really long reviews of old games versus new games, basically.
Yeah.
Cheap games versus more expensive, but newer games that may or may not be better.
One thing I liked that they did change, another thing I liked that they did change from Oblivion to Skyrim is the lockpicking system.
Definitely.
In this game, it was absolutely unforgiving. Screw up once, you lose your lockpick. And considering the only lockpicks you get during this game are at the very beginning.
It's a little bit unrealistic as well. Skyrim's is a bit more.
Yeah. Ayo.
Well, to be fair, they originally introduced that in Fallout, so I want to mention that.
Yeah.
Well,
another good game.
A very good game. Fallout 3.
I never got into it though.
I just want to mention, since we are comparing old to new, Fallout 3 is definitely better than Fallout 3 New Vegas.
Just Fallout New Vegas, not 3 New Vegas.
Oh, it was. Anyways, detailed. Unless, of course, you really are just in it just plain for the shooting. In which case, well, the biggest probably better because you can aim down sights and the gunplay is a bit better.
Yeah, that was really annoying in Fallout 3 when I played that. Hey, which way do I go?
To your left, I think. Because that's where the mage one is. I snuck up on her when I played.
Well, I've never been good at sneaking in any of these games, not even in Skyrim, where it's the most forgiving system ever.
The most forgiving.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like that they changed to Skyrim. They made it so easy to sneak around. In Oblivion, you made too much, any noise at all, people would notice you.
Well, that once again is dependent on your class. So if you built, well, if you got the assassin class, I assume your sneak would start off higher and it would be better overall.
Yeah. And another thing I like about this over Skyrim is the naming of the leveling system of some of the level stuff. Like right now, all my skills are at novice level, and in this game it goes apprentice, then journeyman, then expert, then master. I don't like how they changed journeyman to adept. I just don't like that.
That's a bit more the aesthetics of it than anything. But it is reviewed. More detailed.
Look who's back! Sorry about the voice crack.
Help. What makes you think help will get here before more of those bastards? We need to get
is that you or someone else? Yeah. Oh! I thought they were out to assassinate the Emperor. You just... Wow.
Kill him.
Don't kill me.
Yeah, this game was heralded for good AI, but that was an example of the group combat not being the single best.
He can help us.
Yeah.
Must help us.
Skyrim definitely has better combat.
They cannot understand why.
I didn't hear you, sorry.
I said Skyrim's major improvements over Oblivion is just the combat system. It's one of the biggest things.
Alright, this is important.
Our fates with an invisible hand.
I'm going to protect us.
I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
So in Skyrim, these were these things called standing stones that you could find in the world.
Well, some of them were.
Some of them were. There are 13, and I'm not sure how many there are in this. But basically, there are a lot of them that were transferred over.
13.
13. Oh, they were all transferred over.
I don't remember Tower Stone in Skyrim, though.
They may have renamed it. Yeah, they just renamed them, so I read that very quickly. It's the same thing. But basically, one thing that I can't really argue with, I have to say I like it better in Skyrim, the fact that you can change it, because Skyrim really supports you playing as a mix of whatever you want. You can essentially be a little bit of everything. And in this, but you can't. In Skyrim, you can specialize in a few things, but
yeah, in this you kind of have to specialize. This is the first part of the class choosing. You choose your constellation, and that's what makes you what you are, I guess. So what should I be? I was the apprentice last time because I thought I was going to play magic based.
But I never finished about these standing stones. In Skyrim, there are these stones, usually with some kind of leveled enemy around them that's kind of associated with the type of stone, which actually is usually necromancer or something like that. But basically, these same perks here you could get in Skyrim at those standing stones, and anytime you want to change that perk, you could go over to one of the other standing stones and acquire it. But obviously in Oblivion, because you pick everything out in the beginning and you kind of have to decide who you want to be here, you pick it here, and well, that's it. You can't really change it. So, what are you going to play as?
I don't know.
If I remember, doesn't the Lady Stone give you helper gen? Or something like that?
Response to 10 points here, world plan on an endurance bill. Nope. I think I'm gonna go to the Lord.
Being one of the Lord gives Under the Lord gives you the Blood of the North plus your power to regenerate up to 90 points of power. However, you gain Troll and Curse at permanent 25%. Permanent? What do you mean? Oh, so that's like all over time in exchange for having that ability.
Yeah. I don't like ones like the Shadow where you only get to use it once a day.
Yeah, that's the same thing in Skyrim, but I mean, I wouldn't know about Oblivion, so I can't remember, and I don't think I ever got as far in storylines or any things like that. But in Skyrim, you can usually acquire multiple invisibility powers, like I have, and you can essentially use an invisibility power 3 or 4 times a day.
Yeah, unlike the Shadow Stone. But I think, actually, I might go the Tower, because once you run out of lockpicks in the beginning, you're never getting lockpicks again, pretty much. So this will help me get some lockpicks, because they're only in locked containers, usually anyway.
They put lockpicks in locked containers.
Yeah.
So
And you break like 10, and you get 2 in return. I did that a lot. So I'm gonna go the Tower, so I don't have to worry about that. Sure you want to be born under the sign of the Tower? Yes.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. Your stars are not mine. Today the tower shall prove a stout refuge in time of need. My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond, but in your face I behold the sun's companion.
Okay, so can you stop talking so I can start helping you until you
with such hope
pointlessly
and with the
die?
promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Yeah. If you haven't played this, sorry.
yeah, there's going to be spoilers and everything. But I mean, the game's been out for
6 years?
6 years now.
Men are but flesh and blood.
Yeah, so I mean,
7 actually. Didn't it come out in 2005?
No, 2006.
Okay, 6, so.
Right, wait, how Skyrim was in
11.
production, it was in 2011, it was in production for 5 years. Because they started a few days before Oblivion came out. So they were literally working on Skyrim a few days before Oblivion.
Well, they're both fabulous games, so they both show all the hard work.
The fact is, Skyrim is still, it's $40 now. It's that good of a game. It's been out for 2 years. And it's already got 1 expansion. So.
Yeah.
And Oblivion, you can pick up the Game of the Year edition, so it has all the DLC for $20.
Yeah, that's what I did when I bought it for my PC.
So essentially, you could get both games for $60. And if you want the expansion with Skyrim, which personally I like that expansion a lot.
Well, there are now 2 expansions. Remember Hearthfire and
Hearthfire. Well, Hearthfire is $5 just going by the internet, and it's really, I personally like it a lot. It's a lot of people don't like it, but I personally do. A lot of people like it.
Yeah, it adds some really good things to the game. The one thing I don't like is it doesn't add quests.
Yeah, it's a very... Basically, they made it to compensate for all the player home mods that were coming out on Steam when Bethesda released the Creation Kit.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what I thought.
That's definitely the opinion I had. Oh, crap.
Yeah, as I was saying, you could get both games. You get Oblivion with all the expansions and Skyrim without the expansions for $60. And that sounds pretty good to me. That's 2 great games for $60.
Yeah, and I guarantee you both of them.
You can spend 100 hours in easily. So.
Yeah, I've spent over 1,000 hours in Skyrim and roughly like 800 in Oblivion.
Yeah, very. These games have great longevity, basically. So yeah, getting both of them would be perfectly reasonable. Yep. Except for, if you want both of the expansions in Skyrim, that'd be an additional $25. I mean, I personally love them. I would recommend them completely.
Yeah, they both add a lot of things that are really good for the game.
I like Dawnguard. It focuses a lot on the high end, on the higher level players, which was something that high level players could get very they could just cut their way through the game. I've turned my difficulty up and I still find it incredibly easy.
Yeah, once you hit the high 40s, the game
Hold up.
just becomes too easy in Skyrim. I never got that far in Oblivion because I was just screwing around a lot in the end after I did all the stuff I wanted to.
I want to beat the main story just to see the ending because
Yeah, I've never seen the ending.
yeah, neither have I. And I know Martin Septim, spoiler alert, I know Martin Septim sacrifices himself, and Akatosh appears in the form of a dragon. Because I got that much from the lore in Skyrim.
Yep, and in the end of one of the DLCs, the person you are, the person you become, or the person you are in this game actually becomes the Daedric Prince of Madness.
You know, you don't become the Daedric Prince of Madness.
No, you do, because the lore of that is I think he was the Daedric Prince of Order or something like that.
No, the Daedric Prince of Madness, I know because I read the description, and I know part of this in Skyrim, but I've read the description of Shivering Isles. The Daedric Prince of Madness is Sheogorath, and from what I understand, you help him
is bound up with mine, and with the fate of
Yeah, but
himself.
once every era,
I can go no
once
further.
every era, you
Stand against
the Daedric Prince of Madness turns into the form he used to be, and if you defeat him in that form, you become the Daedric Prince of Madness, and he gets to remain the Daedric Prince of whatever he is. I think he's Order or something like that.
So that makes perfect sense.
Because he was the most powerful prince, and the other ones got jealous.
Oh,
So,
You chose a bad.
yeah, sends in the blades. Oh, no, he's mad with you. Just you.
why did he hate me? But since you kill the what's his face when he becomes Daedric Prince of Awesome, because I don't know his name, I'm just gonna call him Daedric Prince of Awesome.
I know his name is Sheogorath. Always.
I think so, yeah.
He has the greatest quest in Skyrim. Just for that.
Yeah, it's so much fun. The Waterjack.
That is an amazing weapon. I wish I had one of those in real life. That would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
Turn your science teacher into a speedball that explodes into gold coins.
That would be amazing, because I hate my science teacher.
Okay, we're gonna start talking about personal stuff that no one understands.
Yeah. Not going to that. Back to the game. So, the Sheogorath you see in Skyrim is actually the main hero from Oblivion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Well, assuming you don't die.
Well, it hasn't been another era, so he can't become the Wilson.
Actually, when this game ends, doesn't it transfer into the fourth era?
Yeah, I think the death of Uriel pretty much signifies the end of the era.
No, I remember reading this in Skyrim. It was when Ron sacrificed. So.
Yeah, I don't see their logic for eras at all.
I think it's when, like, great empires end and stuff like that.
I guess.
Significance. I think it's significant events or something. I couldn't help but notice that it's 400 years into the fourth era, and the Great War between the Aldmeri Dominion and I hate the Aldmeri Dominion.
Who doesn't?
In the Elder Scrolls MMO, anyone that joins them, I'm going to personally punch in the face.
Yeah, they're crucifying the worshippers of their equivalent of Jesus Christ. Pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't like them, period.
Alright, so this is a very important part to this game. This is the class system.
Note that last line on the tutorial. Your level will increase when you level up your main skills or something like that. That was the important bit. That those major skills that you see listed, you only level up if you level those.
Right.
All the other ones don't count, basically. I mean, they're handy. I think they still give you some amount of benefit.
They give you, like, so small that it doesn't even matter.
So basically, these major skills you have to rely on. Those, how many skills are there? 1, 2, 3, 4,
I don't
5,
know.
6, 7. Those 7 skills, those are practically the only ones you can really use.
Yeah, I was some form of assassin. Let me find what I like it for.
Oh, I think I know why my
Witch Hunter, that was it. This is who I was.
I think I know why my magic was so good in the arena. I was either a spell sword or a knight blade. I think I might have been a knight.
Warrior Thief. So there are three main things in the game. There's sneak, there's being a warrior, and then there's being a mage. And then there are all these other ones. I'm not sure what I want to do.
There are combinations.
The two I really want are light armor and marksman. This assassin guy looks really good. I like his favorite attributes: speed and intelligence, specialization, stealth, major skills, like light armor, marksman, blade.
You can see under the specialization, I think it would be magic stealth, and if you can just scroll down one of combat. So you can see, and that kind of transfers over into Skyrim as well. Those are the three main things.
Right.
There aren't classes in Skyrim, but those might as well be the three classes.
Pretty much.
Because, well, actually, in the Constellation skill tree, you have the different backgrounds that represent the different things.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go assassin because that is what I want: light armor, marksman, and blade. Alchemy, I've never actually used that in this game before, so that should be interesting. Security and sneak are going to be helpful, because isn't security lockpicking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so those will be helpful.
Acrobatics can essentially be helpful in certain environments.
Well, it does help you level up fast.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, because you get that by just walking in the game.
Oh yeah, I think you get it by jumping. You get athletics.
Oh yeah, by jumping and swimming.
Mm-hmm.
You get that really fast by swimming, so I think assassin's going to be best for how I want to play this game. So let's do it.
Yes. So I mean, as you can tell by us, we're knowing which ones to pick because we played this game before, which is one of the issues with this game, is if you've never played it, you've never seen it, which obviously you're seeing it now, you won't exactly know which ones you want, and you could end up just
completely screwing over. Like, when I first played this game, I picked the Witch Hunter, which focused on magic and archery. I lost half of that bonus that I had because I stopped using magic, because it sucks.
Take no chance.
Sorry, Oblivion, your magic sucks.
No, that's just the magic system in Skyrim, however. I really like it. Yeah,
I really liked it. That's what I got addicted to when I first started playing. Then my idiot brother deleted my saves, so I had to start over. So I started pumping everything I had into magic. Then I got bored with magic, so I started using archery, and I lost all those perk points. That's the one problem. You can't reassign your perk points.
Make sure no one follows you.
Yeah, I mean, there should be. I think it should be like the Borderlands 2, how they kind of wanted it. They wanted it to be perfectly possible, but they didn't want it to be free. They wanted you to kind of think about it and, not redo it every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They wanted to have a cost.
In Borderlands 2, you had to pay a crap ton of money.
Well, in Skyrim, there should be certain ways to do it. I'm not entirely sure money would be a good way, because there are many excellent ways to make money in Skyrim.
Yeah, I got over 100,000 gold. It's super easy in that game. I've almost 100% in Skyrim, which I think is impressive.
Yeah, especially with the expansions coming out as well. Have you got any of the Hearthfire owning 3 properties? Expansions?
No, I haven't been playing it much. I've been playing too much Civ 5.
Amazing game, we're going to no doubt. You're probably going to do a series on that or something.
Yeah.
With Fraps on the PC.
Yeah, I might do something where I talk about each leader and their advantages and their disadvantages, so if you ever play, you'll know what you want beforehand. So you don't have to waste like 30 games.
Granted, that game has actually been out for a long time now.
Yeah, it's been out for like 2 years, I think. But DLC just came out, which is amazing.
Gods and Kings, yeah. Everything I've heard about. I don't personally own the game, but I do know that's amazing. Yeah.
Alright, I'm about to exit the sewers, which will mark the end of this really long episode.
Yeah, we went a bit over time, but oh well. Yeah, see, this is kind of...
So I can edit everything at this. You could have just chosen random things and then edited year after you gotten a little more gameplay of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I like what I have, so I'm going to exit the sewers.
So essentially, if you didn't like the way something was playing out, which I personally don't think there was enough time to really see.
Definitely not. It should give you like one other chance, like a fourth of the way through the main story or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa!
50G! Good God! 50G, really?
Awesome!
But am I the only one that think that's a bit much? I mean, the Oblivion gate was fairly difficult, but...
Red arrow on your compass goes with the line.
Anyways,
Alright, so
that'll be the end of part 3.
What?
That'll be the end of part 3.
Yep.
But we really focused on the comparison. And now that we're out in the world, we can actually get to focus on the game.
Yeah, so tune in next time for The Legacy of Gaming, Oblivion, Part 4. See you guys later.